man who bombed Spokane City Hall was scheduled to be executed today. Have a last-minute court ruling change the fate of Daniel Lewis Lee.
Things start off dry, but rain and snow are back in the forecast as of Tuesday night. We'll talk about what to expect headed into the middle of your week.
But then we can start the next level of community engagement.
Spokane Public Schools is changing their school boundary lines, when the changes will start and how this could affect your kids.
And that will put Seattle right back in business.
The Seahawks could have clinched a playoff last night, but a loss against the Rams set them back. What the team needs to get back into the game.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs are now the big dogs of the state. How the team's three-pointers took home a win against the Washington Huskies.
Up with KREM starts right now with Jen York, Evan Narani, and Dina Marie McNichol.
Well, good morning. It is 5 a.m. It is Monday, and we are just kicking the week off here. Evan, how was your weekend?
It was very nice. I went over to Flatstick, tried it out for the first time.
Oh, how
It was
fun.
very nice. You said you tried it. Well, you were there last week.
I was live there on Monday morning, Friday, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm glad you got to try it out for real.
Yeah, I was there for their launch on Saturday. Super fun. I mean, it's always worth a try to try out all those local places. But one thing that I do love is how much Spokane supports those businesses when they launch, because it was so busy on Saturday night and saw a lot of people. So very fun. Yeah, how about you? Good weekend?
Yes, a couple of Christmas parties.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun time just hanging out with friends, low key, which is the best. Clean my house, you know.
Exactly, right? It's always that time where you're like, oh, okay, time to clean.
Here we go.
Well, we're starting off the week with dry weather. A little bit of rain on Saturday is what we saw.
Yes.
But now we are dry. Monday morning and even into Tuesday, we are not expecting anything really major to head our way. What we are seeing to start off the day is a little bit of fog. This is the view out toward downtown Spokane. Pretty wide view out there that shows not too much as far as fog goes in the downtown area, but we do have a dense fog advisory that is to the south, and about south central Washington is where we see it. This is going to be in effect until noon today. It extends across I-90 into the Ellensburg area, which means if you are making travel plans to or from the west side of the state, keep in mind that there is the possibility that you're going to encounter maybe some trouble on those roadways headed into the next several hours up till about noon. Good chance that by tomorrow morning we'll see another dense fog advisory, because tomorrow morning things are not expected to change all that much. The changes that we see come Tuesday night into Wednesday, which will be our first round of showers of the week in the form of both rain and snow. 12-hour forecast shows 38 degrees for this afternoon. You can see clouds are going to hang out with us for the majority of the day. Sunrise comes at 7:26, so just about 2.5 hours from now. Again, that rain and snow, that chance of rain and snow increases heavily into late Tuesday night and early Wednesday. Right now that looks to be a good shot of our first snowfall for the month of December. We'll have more details as we take a look at Future Tracker in just a few minutes. Dana Marie.
Thank you, Evan. Happening now on Capitol Hill, the impeachment investigation continues. Today, the Court Judiciary Committee is going through a 300-page congressional report about the president's dealings with Ukraine and a 55-page report on the legal basis for impeachment. Last week, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi asked congressional chairmen to begin drafting articles of impeachment. The president is accused of withholding a White House meeting and military aid as part of a campaign to pressure Ukraine to investigate 2020 Democrat political rival Joe Biden and his son. The briefing begins this morning at 6 o'clock. Today is the day the federal government had planned to execute a man convicted of the 1996 Spokane bombing. But now, the death row inmate will not be put to death. Nicole Hernandez is in the newsroom to explain why. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Dana Marie. So Daniel Lewis Lee was going to be the first person to be federally executed since 2003, but the Supreme Court temporarily blocked the Trump administration from restarting federal executions. So for now, and the 3 other inmates set to die between now and January will not. That's because some of them challenged how they would be put to death in court, saying it violates the Federal Death Penalty Act. A lower court agreed with them. Now here's a breakdown of Lee's criminal history. The white supremacist set off a bomb outside Spokane City Hall in 1996. Luckily, it didn't hurt anybody. He also was convicted of killing an Arkansas family, and he was involved in a shootout with Ohio police. Now, experts say that federal executions will be put on hold for at least a few months while the Attorney General looks over the case. In the newsroom, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Thank you, Nicole. This morning, Spokane police officers are investigating a two-vehicle crash that happened on Division and East Magnesium Road last night. At least one person was injured and brought to a hospital. The person who caused the crash is in custody for vehicular assault. Investigators believe he may have been impaired. While the investigation into the crash was underway, another impaired driver drove through the crash scene. That driver was arrested for driving under the influence. Twin brothers from Idaho have earned all 136 merit badges offered by the Boy Scouts of America. The 15-year-old brothers from Treasure Valley have accomplished something only a very select few have done.
We like to think of it as we've been climbing this mountain for 4 years now, and we've gotten to the top where not many people have been before, and it shows us that we can do hard things. If we put in hard work, we can, always get to the top of one of our goals.
Badges include everything from dentistry to geology. It took the twins 4 years to earn all the badges. Their first badge was for music. You see right there. Very talented. Every year, agencies from Washington and Idaho team up to make Christmas a special time for children in need. The program is called Holidays and Heroes. Local first responders hung out with kids yesterday and made sure their Christmas trees were stacked up once the big day arrives. It's a chance to form long-lasting bonds between those who grow up in the community and those who protect it. Two 4-year-old girls freed themselves from their car seats after the car their dad was driving veered off the road. Their father, 47-year-old Corey Simmons, did not survive Friday night's crash in Whidbey Island, but the two girls managed to climb out of a broken window. A passing driver stopped to help and save the twins. Now the family is searching for that good Samaritan to say thank you. Washington State Patrol is still investigating why Simmons' car went off the road. They say he was not wearing his seatbelt, but did strap his daughters into their car seats. It's college football bowl season. Washington State Cougars will play Air Force in the Cheez-It Bowl. Both teams have completely different offenses. So Washington State passes the ball the most in the country, while Air Force runs the ball second in the country. The Cougs will take on Air Force on December 27th in Phoenix, Arizona. That game will start at 7:15 and will air on ESPN. Well, that is your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKrem on social media. Well, this morning there are a few topics trending on social media having to do with the Christmas season. First, a church nativity scene in Southern California is causing controversy for its depiction of the crisis at the border. The outdoor manger scene has Jesus, Mary, and Joseph depicted as border detainees. Each figure is isolated in their own chain link cage with a barbed wire on top. The photo was posted to Facebook over the weekend by a senior minister at a Claremont United Methodist Church in Los Angeles. The nativity display is raising both praise and concern for its depiction of the biblical story of Jesus' family fleeing to Egypt in the context of controversial U.S. immigration policies. The display is meant to highlight the plight of immigrants and refugees. And this morning, Walmart is apologizing for one of their Christmas sweaters that has turned quite a few heads. Walmart has released an adults-only Christmas sweater that appeared to depict Santa with cocaine on its Canadian website. The sweater causing the most controversy showed Santa with 3 lines of white substance along with the phrase, "Let it snow." Now, the retailer pulled the holiday outfit along with several other risque seasonal sweaters after the sweaters blew up on social media. A spokesperson for Walmart said the sweaters were sold by a third-party company and in no way represents Walmart's values.
I find it kind of funny that they didn't try to claim that this was anything else but totally inappropriate. And so it's I guess just a third party that made it and it passed the test to be sold at Walmart before people noticed.
I don't know who's buying Walmart's Christmas sweaters, but that is in no way appropriate.
Well,
or
and I
in
just
the
wonder,
Christmas season.
I wonder where in the store they were, if they were just up along with all of the other Christmas sweaters. But I mean, kind of unsurprising that they decided to pull that.
Yeah. All right. Let's get in the holiday spirit in the better way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is a 5:09 now. Still ahead on Up with KREM. New this morning, Russia is officially banned from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics after they break the loophole that will allow athletes to still compete.
And Spokane public officials are changing up boundary zones, how this will affect your students in the upcoming school year.
It is that time of year again for the Tree of Sharing. The program is set up right now at Northtown, Spokane Valley, and River Park Square malls. They need your help filling 8,000 gift requests by December 15th. Just pick up a tag to help our neighbors in need this holiday season. Gifts needed include basic life necessities such as dishes or baby clothes to keep a newborn warm this winter. We'll be right back.